Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Wind's blowing and I gotta get a haircut. So let's head to get a haircut. So let's talk about TSA and the government shutdown, shall we? This is the last time, not even in a year, I don't think, that the TSA agents are getting paid. Right? So hopefully you're not one of them people that's got their flight canceled or 5 hours waiting in line, and I just can't imagine. This is the dumbest thing. I don't even know why. It's not just TSA. There's all kinds of other people that aren't getting paid. So, you know, the heart goes out to them for that. But the system's broken, isn't it? Think about it. It seems like not even a year, they kick the can down the road, right? We've all heard this, kick the can down the road, kick the can down the road. And people are waiting in line, people are not getting paid, people are using credit cards, whatever, to pay their bills. And now the other day, a bunch of them called out sick or whatever, you know. Why? Because they're not getting paid, or because they're having to find some money elsewhere, or can't even afford gas. I don't know. So this all goes back to dysfunctional government, right? I mean, it's tax season, so, you know, if you're watching this for the first time or later, it's March 20th, I believe. Just finished my taxes, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going through my taxes, and there was a lot of changes, you know, for my tax. I'm thankful of getting a little bit of money back. Typically, you don't want to get money back. You want to break even, right? Because you want that money every month in your paycheck. But being on a pension and everything like I am, it's a little different now. I don't know about you, but I'm doing my taxes, and I'm like, I don't even want to pay taxes. Why are we paying taxes with everything that's going on in the United States? You know, all of our tax dollars that got fraudulently grabbed and taken out for daycare centers in Minnesota, or all the massive fraud in California. You know, I'm in Washington State, and you can't tell me there's not fraud here. I'm sure there is. You know, whatever happened to the days when you were inspected and people knocked on your doors and, you know, surprise checks and things like that when you were running a business? Whatever happened to those days? No, I didn't like them. Nobody likes those days. But there was a function to it, wasn't there? People, you know, they got caught trying to do this kind of stuff, and not anymore. But, you know, it's all intertwined. You got your government, they can't pass a budget. You got your states, they just, more taxes, right? Spend, more taxes. And then go back and do an audit on their systems and see where they're wasting their money, do they? They just spend. So what do we do? Yeah, taxes. How'd you feel about paying your taxes this year? Leave me a comment. Did you feel weird to pay your taxes? I know I did. Usually I don't. But Washington State, for an example, is passing a state tax. We've never had a state tax in decades. Now they want to pass a state tax. Why? Because they can't balance their budget. Stupid. Oh, we're just going to tax the millionaires. Well, that's how it starts. You know, you give them an inch and they take a mile. And what I mean by that is just like the big COVID, right? Of course, they didn't know, but they threw so much crap down there. You know, a lot of that's been rolled back. But look at the hindsight of it, you know. It was tragic and horrible, and what a mess. But they do that to institute things, you know. The real ID now when you're traveling, you know, it's this, you know. Just get a passport if you're going to travel. You know, it always seems to be something. But anyway, I'm ranting again. I get worked up on this stuff. You know, that you want to fix it, you got to be a collective. And we don't have that anymore unless you're, you know, anti ICE, don't even know if you want to say that on YouTube. If you're anti and you're going to protest there, I found out a majority of the people are paid. You know, they're paid for whoever controlling stuff. It's just ridiculous. you know, and it's spooky. You know, world's in a conundrum all over the place, and now we've got war going on, you know, and you just, people hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to see people die. But were they going to get ready to shoot nukes off? I don't know. You know, we'll never know for sure, will we? You know, they keep that all top secret. But anyway, just a little bit of spiel for me. Gonna go get my hair cut. If you were here to watch, you know, 55 and older reselling side hustles, that's the new channel, Last Chance Finds on YouTube. Go check it out, where I just focus on making extra cash, doing some side hustles, teaching you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And yeah, join us over there if you want to not hear me on my soapbox bitching about taxes and stuff like that. Last Chance Finds on YouTube. Look it up. Anyway, that's all I got for today, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.